Hi everybody, it is Nat and today I'm here with another reading vlog. Today I am reading GEMINA, the second book in the Illuminae files by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff, and I love this book. So I read the first one like 2 years ago, something like a ridiculous long time ago, and then I bought this book like a year ago. I just never got around to reading it until now. If you guys have been watching my videos, it's on like every single TBR for the past few months and I'm finally reading it. But this is the series that is written through document, so it's not like your typical format. Here, I'll see if I can show you guys, but see, it's like written in documents. Oh, it's super cool. I'm on page 200. But yeah, I just think it is so cool and just amazing how like this story can make so much sense and like play out in your mind even though it's just documents. Like I said, I'm on page 200, so there is still quite a lot of story to go, but it's definitely a quick read because half the pages have like half the amount of words as normal. But yeah, it's super good. I struggle with this name. I say the Himendal, but I don't know if that's right. The Himendal has been infiltrated, and right now Hannah is being BA. Like, she's just getting everyone. But she just teamed up with Ella. Ella. Nick's cousin, to kind of get her back online. And yeah, this is an intense book. I'm really curious what all more information we're gonna get, because I remember, I mean, it was a long time since I read the first one, but I remember the first one we kind of got a lot of like conspiratorial information, kind of like we were discovering that Baytek was bad. But in this one, I'm like, we know that it's bad, and so as of right now, at least, maybe I'm missing something, I don't know, but as of right now, I feel like we're kind of just like seeing more of the badness of Baytek, but we're not really learning much else new. So I'm really curious to see kind of what else we learn. And I'm excited for this book. I'm excited to see where it goes. I really, really love the writing style. Like, I know I've said that before, but it is great. I'm excited for Nick and Hannah to kind of get back together and work together. And I hope Jackson's okay, because I feel like Hannah really likes him. So I hope he's okay for Hannah's sake. But I think that's gonna be all for this update, and I will see you guys, well, for you in like a second. What the frickety frack heck? Oh my gosh. Merrick is rapier. What? Literally, Hannah's boyfriend is the one who is like who let all these people into the station. I thought it was Wheaton, but I guess it's what they wanted us to think, and it's not. I am just like shocked right now. I'm like, did I read this wrong? I've read this like one paragraph like 4 times. Like, I'm like, what? I am literally shocked. Like, I cannot right now. Oh my gosh, I'm on page 309 for those of you who care, and yeah, that's just kind of blowing my mind. I guess what else that has happened is we found out Nick is he killed for whatever, but I feel like that's not that big a surprise. Like, I feel like House of Knives people would do that all the time. I don't know. And so Hannah and him aren't like working together anymore. But right now, Hannah like talked to Cerberus, I don't know how to say the name, the head guy, Falk, and she kind of surrendered and said like, send 2 people to get me. But I totally think she's just tricking them, because she found something crazy in a room, but we don't know what she found yet. So I totally think she's gonna trick them. But I am just so shocked about Jackson. Like, I cannot right now. Oh my gosh, this book is so good. I could be so totally wrong, but I feel like we're getting a lot more surveillance footage than other documents, which that's like, if I have one bad thing about that, right? I mean, it's not really a bad thing, but like the only complaint I have right now is I definitely like it in document format better. I mean, I totally understand that we need video surveillance, and I could be so wrong. Like, this could have less than the first book, I don't know. But I definitely like when it's not, like when there's a lot more like documentation other than surveillance footage. That's the only complaint I have so far. I'm just kind of mind blown. I literally just read this paragraph and I was just like, I have to film. So I'm gonna get back, because I'm just like, I am so shocked. Again, so I am now on page 504, so I only have like 150 pages left. I can seriously just not get enough of this book. It is so great. I know I have said this like 1,000 times, but I'm obsessed with the writing style. I'm just like sitting here like, how did they even come up with this? Like, how how do they tell a story like this creatively just through documents? And like it definitely, it does feel more like a movie because we're not getting like inside really the heads of the characters, but I'm just like, they're literally telling a story with documents. Like, what? But something huge has just happened. Nick just died. Like, what? Oh, and Ella's dead too. Only Hannah's left alive. I was like, ugh. I feel like I'm not seeming that shocked, but it's because I read that part kind of like a few hours ago. But yeah, I was shocked that Nick died. I don't know. I mean, I still don't think it's as big of a, at least it wasn't as much of a shock to me as having Jackson be Rapier. That one took me for a loop. But yeah, I can't believe Nick is actually dead, which this sounds bad, but I'm kind of glad about. Like, I like when, I mean, it's sad, but I like when main characters die in books. I feel like it's refreshing, and I like when it's not always like, oh, of course they're gonna be fine. Yeah, and it was like right after Hannah and him got together, so I'm just like, and that is sad. But yeah, it's very good. I'm interesting to see where it goes. Yeah, I'm just, this book, man. I will say though, they keep calling everyone kittens, and I don't get it. Like, what? I know there's in like two different one, I think it was Ella. Yeah, she would call people kittens like a lot, but I was like, oh, it's like her thing. But then one of the Baytech people called them kittens or something. I forget. It was another character, and I was like, what is with everyone being called kittens? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I think there's a huge glitch in my book. So kind of, hold on, let me find it. I think like page, okay, yeah, at page 314, all of a sudden it jumps back to page 283, and I have like a duplication of text from 283 to 314, and I'm just like, what? I don't know what happened, but yeah, I have just like a section of duplicated books, and I'm let me know if any of your guys' books was like this. And I tried googling it, but I didn't really find anything, but, and maybe I missed it, but I think I like just, I don't know, I'm wondering, I don't remember Charlie, like them really talking about Charlie Squad dying. Like, I know they were saying like they're off doing their own thing, but all of a sudden we got that picture of all the characters, or the Baytech people, and like Charlie Scott was X'd out, and I was like, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's in there and I just completely spaced it, but yeah, I was like, I don't remember them like, us knowing that they died before this. I mean, maybe that was their way of telling it, but I'm wondering if I'm like missing a chunk of story where like well, no, because I have a page 315, so I don't know. I don't know, but I just, yeah, I saw I had this huge chunk that's the same, and I'm just like, what the heck? Okay, so I just finished GEMINA not too long ago, and this book, you guys, it's literally insane. Hi, sorry, my camera died. I forget what I was saying, but yeah, I really, really love this book. I just pre-ordered the third and final one in the series, so I am so excited, but literally, the ending of this was such a roller coaster of emotions. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about the parallel world thing, because I know this sounds bad, but like, I was excited that Nick had died, because I was like, yeah, plot twist, like someone actually did it, but then alas, no, he was still alive, so that's okay though. And then again, we thought that Ella was dead, but she wasn't, and then again, we thought that Hannah, Nick, and Ella died again, but they didn't, so I'm just like, oh my gosh, the last, like, I don't know how many pages, but the last pages that, like, had all of that was just like, ah. Literally, this book is probably, like, the greatest, maybe not, probably no, actually probably not the greatest, but it is definitely one of, like, the biggest emotional roller coasters I've ever been on, because you keep thinking people die, and then people aren't dead, and you think they die again, but they aren't, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I am so excited to see where the next book goes, and just kind of what all happens, because, like, the wormhole is, I don't even know. I don't know. I'm just, who knows what's gonna happen, but I am really excited. I think we're getting new characters. We're getting Katie's cousin, so she is alive. But yeah, I'm so excited. I love this series. I'm actually kind of tempted to go back and read the first one. But we will see. There's a lot of unread books that I have that I want to get to. But I absolutely love this book. Comment down below what you guys thought of this book. I've said this a million times, but I cannot get over how unique it is, and just how amazing it is that you can tell such, like, a complex story and like know the characters just based off documents. Like I know we have conversations, I know we like have their dialogue, so like we have their conversation, what they're like, but it's still, we are nowhere near in their mind, and still it's like we can know what they're like. And this book is phenomenal, so definitely read it. But I think that is gonna be all for this reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.